Welcome to Wise Mic'd Up with another episode. I have my co-host here, Denzel, and my lovely girlfriend, Dana. We will be talking about the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. And since the playoffs have progressed, we'll give our actual final predictions on the matchups we, expect to see, and then also who we think will win that. So, without further ado, I'll pose a question. Denzel, with the Western Conference Finals going on right now, who do you feel will win this matchup? With us knowing that Kawhi possibly is not going to finish the series with his team, with Chris Paul just joining his team with the NBA the health protocols, he's able to join his team. How do you feel about this series going at the position it's in right now, it being 2-1?
Speaking of Kawhi, you do realize that man was up in the stands.
Last game. Yeah, that was tough.
Kawhi, first of all, Kawhi, I doubt. I don't know. I ain't talked to him personally. I wish I could. That man is not coming back to play for the Clippers. He don't like those people. He don't like them. There is no.
So are you saying you think that he will be traded, or like
Kawhi is too good to be traded.
Okay, not to be traded, but you think he's gonna get the team reevaluated?
Do not like those people on his team.
So
I have never seen that in my life. Have you?
No.
This
and
man,
it is reported he is not traveling with them once they go back to Phoenix.
He don't like them people. I don't understand if the Clippers know or not.
Yeah. I
think they're figuring it out.
Yeah. But you remember what I had told you, just personal conversation. I'm like, Kawhi, like, my health is above all, y'all. I don't care what the situation may be. I'm not playing with y'all because I don't really care like next season. I told him that.
Kawhi is not a fan of not one Clipper on that team. He don't like Pat Beverly. He don't like Paul George. He don't like Batum. He don't like
nobody.
Serge Ibaka. He don't like Zubac. He don't like not one player on that team. That man sat up in the stands while his team. Where's kid? Now, help me understand this, because I need some understanding on this part. Because maybe I'm wrong about something. But did he play the first 2 games against Phoenix?
Like Kawhi?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I thought that. Did he travel?
No, did not.
So he was with the kids the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His wife too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't go downstairs and cheer his teammates on.
He could not.
He was in the stand.
He was near the.
He was in the box.
He was in the box. I seen him with the kids. He was in the box.
Don't you think you want to be with your teammates? They may need the moral support.
He said,
like
"Bump
those."
He's there. He said, "Look, he gave the
y'all
decency
better
to
be
be
happy.
there.
Y'all better be grateful
that I showed up.
Kawhi
By contract, I had to be there, but I'm not gonna be on the sideline with y'all."
That's what Kawhi did. Kawhi said.
Did
With that hat tilted on his head.
you not see him with his emotional
He was in
face?
the skybox. He said I was there. He fulfilled what he needed to fulfill. He was there. But I agree with you.
I told you that off camera. I said Kawhi gonna be like F y'all. See y'all next season. I told you that.
Kawhi Leonard is not gonna be a Clipper next year.
Wowzers.
He don't like them people like that, bro. He don't. So.
But that's why I asked, okay, do you think that he would be like, he'd be scouted somewhere else, or the team will be revamped for his
if
liking?
you feel that he ain't gonna
for
be
his
there,
caliber of his playing skills, you think the team will be revamped for him, or will he go somewhere else?
Is that a possibility? That
Do you
can
think
see?
that's a possibility?
Him leaving?
Not.
You said he's not gonna be a Clipper next year, so what I'm saying is, do you
So-
think he's going to be traded,
for
or is he gonna be a
compensation, or-
Clipper, but it's not gonna be the same teammates?
No, he's gonna be elsewhere.
Okay.
So another team.
He's going to another team.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
That's what he's doing.
So you feel so for this series, not saying to predict this series, but with the state of Kawhi not playing, do you see Paul George? I ain't gonna say this is beyond the series, but being the actual leader of this team now, since with the scenario possibly being, say, hey, if Kawhi not here, Paul George, let's rely on you to be our superstar or leader. Do you see that coming into fruition or
Paul
being
George.
successful?
Paul George did the same things as always. When he was leaders of teams, he would do what he always done. He was the leader of the Pacers team.
Yeah.
They'll be competitive, regular season, look good, playoff time, 52-36 with 11
Because for
left in the third quarter.
what I'll say for our viewers out there, we have the game playing in the background. In the last graph we were shown, Paul George was 1 for 7 for 3 with, I want to say, 10 or 11 points at the half. They just came into the third quarter. So I think trying to kind of redirect back into the series, how do you think, how far, and Dana, please feel free to interject, but how far do you think the series is going to go, and who's going to win this series? I'll start with you first, Denzel.
I think it's definitely. I don't see how Clippers win another game, so I'm just gonna say 5.
What is it, 5? I think it's gonna be, they're gonna win by game 6.
4-2.
Hmm?
4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think 5. Like, Clippers, they got their game at home, and the way it's looking, if momentum still continues to carry throughout,
The game going on now.
Suns will win this game, and they go back home 3-1, and that's it.
I mean, 'cause right now, not saying they doing bad.
It
Like, the
can-
Clippers are doing bad right now, but
They're
they're
doing
down by 12. It's the third quarter.
No. Basketball's a game of
Yeah,
run.
it's a game of runs.
Yeah, so we never know how this game is gonna end. But I don't know. Me personally, I think, but I still think Suns game 6.
Okay, I can respect that, man. I'm going off of what I'm seeing now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Yeah.
just the overall. You look at the last game, like people had their worst games of their careers. Like
That is true.
so you would possibly think. Let me ask you.
I don't think the Clippers suck that bad that they gonna just.
Let me ask you.
They not gonna get to at least game 6.
Let me ask you this: Who gonna win this game tonight, in your opinion? You've watched it to this point. Who gonna win?
Chris Paul just made the jump shot a little bit.
Yeah, but
Who gonna win the game tonight?
Probably the Suns.
Is what it seems like. Obviously,
Yeah.
that could change.
But obviously, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, it can change. But what I'm looking at right now, still down by 12. But yeah, okay, now
What they
10.
just-
Literally now 10.
So yeah.
But when I said it was 12, it was 12.
It
But
was.
now 10. It's still looking like the Suns gonna win. But it's basketball. You never know. We never know how fourth quarter might hit. Niggas be getting 30 points
Yeah.
in a quarter. So I don't know. But right now it is looking like the Suns. But I do think the Suns are gonna win the Western Conference.
They are.
So I think that.
That's really not even a doubt.
Okay, so now we dive into the East. The Bucks versus the Hawks.
That's black.
Right now it is 1-1, and keep in mind the Bucks just came off a very enormous victory, but at one point winning by 40, having a lead by 40 points. So Denzel, I will go with you first, and Dana, like I said, feel free to interject. Denzel, at this current state, how do you feel like that series may go? And judging off the 2 games, what type of synopsis you came up with just judging from those 2 games?
Hawks ain't gonna win another game.
You said I'm gonna win nothing.
So he's saying
No, they not.
5 games, it's done.
The Hawks are not winning another game. It's cute, but they don't have. I mean, they don't have. I mean, the Bucks are a very talented.
They
team.
are.
Like,
But Bucks can do Bucks type things where they just don't come to play, or they just give that they feel like they already have the game won.
It's too late. It's too like they did that in game 1, and even when they did that in game 1, they only lost by 3 points. Like, let's not lose sight of the fact that they only lost
It was
by 3
close.
points.
Yeah.
You came from losing by 3 points to beating ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's not coincidence. That's not by accident. That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't lose by 3 points and then just whoop ass. You do that because you're like, okay, we was bullshit. We took these young boys lightly, but these young boys can play a little bit. Now we gonna whoop ass. Hawks are not, bro. Hawks are not.
I don't think that they're gonna win the finals. Like I never thought the Hawks was gonna win the finals. But I don't think that they
I'd give them another game.
Yeah, I give them another game maybe. But I do think that like watching them, I think that they lack defense. I really do.
They whoop ass so bad that they is not, bro. The Hawks is not winning another game. Do you not understand how bad they got ass whooped?
Yeah, I mean it was bad. I seen it. We were watching it. I seen what happened.
I sat here and watched the game.
I actually think I saw one of the Bucks players pull out an extension cord. Like, they got ass whooped that bad. Like, they ass got
Like it
whooped.
was. I mean it was
You
bad.
understand?
Like
You understand? It was really not legal. I mean, they got their ass whooped.
They did. I'm not saying that they didn't because it's very evident. We all seen the score. We all seen the game.
If you got millions of people watching the same shit that I watch, now I ain't no snitch. I'm not gonna call the police. Somebody called the damn police. Somebody said 911. Is too
I think they might have one. I think the Hawks
I think
might
they
have
got
one
one game.
more game left in them to
And
win.
that's because they go home and win that game. Not they just go home, they feed off the energy of the crowd.
What they lost? No, well, no, that was an away
No,
game.
it's
That was
Bucks.
away.
They were
The
They
Bucks
were.
was at home when they
Yeah, they were
whooped their
Wisconsin.
ass.
Okay.
I think they're gonna whoop their ass even worse tomorrow. In Atlanta, bro. I'm guarantee you.
But no, I really feel as though sometimes like when it.
Y'all don't understand what's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna be people that come.
But I
from
think this is
Milwaukee.
the one game.
It's gonna be people that come from Milwaukee to Atlanta, bro.
They got that random Sunday night flight.
There will be 3 deaths. All Milwaukee residents, bro, dealing with Atlanta niggas, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Well, no, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think nobody in Atlanta will be fighting or dying.
All right. Don't be surprised.
If there are
If there are 2 to 3 people that were born in Milwaukee
native
that
Atlanta
are
person.
dead after tomorrow
highly
night because
doubt.
their ass is gonna get whooped again.
But I highly doubt someone
Do not be surprised.
in Atlanta is gonna be that upset that the Hawks lost
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kill somebody. I highly
You know,
doubt.
Atlanta is used to disappointing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're not,
So
we're not
if they
a
can handle
sports
it,
team.
they can
Like,
handle it, they
we're
can
not a
handle
sports city to where it's like
Don't be surprised.
we ride behind the team, but
If there are 2
we
niggas,
are very known to disappointment. We see
Don't-
disappointment a lot of times.
let me stop saying niggas. Don't be surprised if 2 individuals, 2 to 3 people that were born in Milwaukee, 2 to 3 people that were born in Milwaukee, that are dead after tomorrow night because their ass is gonna get whooped again.
But I highly doubt someone.
Don't be surprised if 2 individuals that were born in Milwaukee that end up missing or some shit because of what Milwaukee's about to do to Atlanta in Atlanta. I'm not gonna be surprised. I don't want anybody to be.
I mean, if anything,
but I'm not sitting here saying Atlanta's gonna win it all. Like, no, I highly doubt it.
If they gonna win another game, it's gonna be tomorrow.
I think it will be tomorrow just because off of the energy, they're at home and
at home. They feel.
Do you know how that hype of energy?
Yeah, but that's what I think. I get
what you're saying, but the disappointment.
But that's the one game.
Is the news clip.
No, the disappointment is when they go up 2-1 and they feel good, and then they gonna lose 3 straight.
Yeah,
that's where the disappointment gonna come in at.
Or when they go down 2-1.
Because my thing is, but I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I've already been seeing on social media, like people are really banking on this game. That is, no, not even tomorrow. What is the next game after? No, the next game is gonna be home. I think it's the 29th.
So it should be Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sunday should be Tuesday.
Why tickets for the Hawks game like $600 on the 29th?
That's a lot of wasted money.
Yeah, but like, very much so. But like, I don't know. People here are excited. Because it's the last time the last time we were in the playoffs was.
It's a good thing. No, it really is a good thing for them.
But I mean, are they gonna win the finals?
No one expected that at all.
We can't rely on
trade
to win the whole thing.
It's a good season. I mean, righteously, Atlanta is a young team.
They're a young team.
They're not.
Because they had finally Cam Reddish started playing, but he came off an injury.
And I like
him. I do too. He may not be playing at 100% right now, but I want to say next year, if they get the same team with some more pieces, as far as in defensive pieces and experience with that team, you put them back in the situation next year in the same position, we're not going to just count them out easily.
Nah, Trae Young is good.
Yeah, he's good, but we just can't rely on just Trae Young. Like that makes sense. You got like we have to develop other people on the team for them to be like.
You got John Collins, who I like, but he got to toughen up a little bit for me personally.
Yeah, and you got
Clint Capella is good.
He alright.
You know?
He's gotten bullied this whole playoffs. He alright for what he's supposed to do, but is he alright?
I mean, he's not. No, but yes, he a role player. Ain't nobody.
He's a role. He's not a starting. Like, I would like Capella off the bench. Like that's how I would like Capella.
Someone tired. Put him in.
Like, give us some good rebounds. You can give us 8 to 8.
Don't put together 20 games.
He ain't doing it now. Because he getting bullied. Like, it's the playoffs. You know, regular season different from playoffs. He getting bullied. People are putting their elbow to his chest, and he is backpedaling in the paint.
And be home, so that's the only person that could bully.
So you gonna have Atlanta. You gonna need stronger defensive.
That's what I said. They need to work on defense. That's my biggest thing. Their defense is very
because once they go on them streaks of they're not hitting anything, at least you can play defense. But that's their weakness. They don't play.
Because I noticed that
defense.
not even before they even got to the finals, when they was just in second round, like their defense was very lackluster. It wasn't with playoffs. Like I thought they weren't even gonna make it to the finals. Quite frankly,
but when the coach is Doc Rivers and you got Ben Simmons on the court, you have no choice but to win. If you lose, that's a disgrace on you.
You don't understand how.
I've been watching this whole thing, y'all. But what I'm saying is, you can notice the flaws of the team to where it's like, well, even if they did lose, when although they did pass the second round, but you could see like, oh, I could see them losing. Besides Ben Simmons, we're talking about that right now. But defensively, they were on their ass, and it was looking very like.
Talking about the Sixers was on the Hawks.
On Trey, not really the Hawks, but on Trey.
But
And they only won by that boy. I can't even think his name right now.
Herder.
Yeah, Herder.
Yeah.
And that's really how they won that game.
Which he's still young, like
Yeah, because what is this his rookie year or maybe
it's his first? I want to say, but
so his rookie year, yeah.
No, like well they have their
his rookie year, but this is his first year actually. Like, okay, got you. Yeah. But defensively, everyone was on Trey because they know Trey's gonna shoot.
But see, Trey, he ain't that type of person when he kind of pop up and shoot. They do this whole pick and roll action, so somebody will set a pick for him, and either Clint Capella gonna roll to the basket or John Collins gonna roll to the basket. So you got to worry about the floater. You got to worry about Trey gonna pop and shoot, or either gonna dish it out to the big man. So it's a good dynamic, but like I said, at the end of, you have to play defense.
John Collins got to step his game up.
But he ain't that type of. He ain't big like he.
He gonna have to step his game up. Whatever stepping his game up entails.
Yeah.
He gonna have to step it up.
So I mean, but like I said,
I like John Collins.
I do too.
But he got to step his game up. I mean, he got to. If that means gaining more weight, he gonna have to figure it out. But maybe first of all, we never know what's really going on in these young kids' heads. Like they, what I'm saying, some players come in, I want to be the greatest of all time, and some players come in, I want this check. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's different dynamic as far as how people think and all that.
I told you Reggie Jackson. We watched
4 point play. Okay.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah. Okay. Reggie. Shout out Reggie.
I told you he gonna hit late in the game, and also got him Kennard. He'll do the same.
But yeah.
Nonetheless, but
so they got to figure that out in the East, and but I do not see a possible scenario like how the Hawks could beat the Bucks.
Right now
I don't see it at all. Like even with the 76ers, like we never talked about it. We should have talked about it actually, but if we talked about it, we would have knew it anyway. But between Doc Rivers and Ben Simmons, I see a scenario where the Hawks could actually. I saw a scenario where the Hawks could actually beat the 76ers, but it's hindsight, so it don't really matter now.
Yeah.
But I did see a scenario where they could have possibly beat. I do not see a scenario where they could beat Bucks.
Yeah, like I said, I got the Bucks in 6. She got them in 6, but given the fact that Atlanta wins another game, you have them in 5.
I literally think even if Giannis got hurt, the Hawks still could beat the Bucks.
I don't. They would. But at that point, I think if Giannis got hurt and he just never came back until the actual finals,
the Hawks would still beat the Bucks.
Bucks 7.
If Giannis got hurt, yeah. But I still think the Bucks
would still
win
without Giannis.
Because they're deep.
Yeah.
But Bucks 7.
If Giannis got hurt, Bucks 7.
You saying Bucks 7?
If Giannis got
hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we still on Bucks 6. We still think the Hawks might give one good. We at home.
Yeah, no. I'm with you. Because I can see that. I can definitely see that.
But the Bucks will probably win in game 6.
Yeah.
But if Giannis gets hurt, I highly doubt it. But if he does,
I'm thinking
because it could happen.
Oh, so Chris Middleton is gonna put you on your back? No. It would just come to a point in the game where it would happen for me where Drew Holiday, Middleton, and you're going to get some good points and rebounds from Brook Lopez where they will come clutch in game 7.
After I saw this series is over in 5 games, bro.
We'll see.
I mean,
tomorrow's going to be the tale.
Well, yes.
We'll see.
But we will see.
So at this point, we have
this time
because we just 1-1 right now.
Yeah,
we in Atlanta. So this time, I'm not gonna hold the phone. I'm just gonna put it down because I'm gonna trust that other AT aliens will just dial 911 for you.
Oop, bye.
Because it's too much.
So right now we got
I
Bucks.
cried.
You cried.
At the ass. I mean, because it was really sad.
No, it was. It was
No,
very
no,
sad.
no. Y'all ever
You could
seen
see
it?
everybody's face was sad. Like, it was just it was a really bad game. It was, yeah, they got,
I'm not even
they
mad
behind
at it,
handed
just
to them.
off of
Yeah.
pure. I mean, it was pretty.
It was horrible.
Yeah. It was
So
sad.
right now we got Bucks versus Suns. Prediction. Like we, like I said, we ain't gonna dive too much into it, but just Bucks versus Suns of what we came to. How many games is gonna go? Who gonna win the series? Denzel go.
Safe 7.
Seven.
He's trying to think who's going to win.
Play the Jeopardy song. Bucks and 7.
Bucks can win the series. 7 games.
I have the Suns in 6. Suns win first game, Bucks win second. Third game, Suns win it.
But at this point, you just saying random things.
No, I'm saying like how I'm
That's
think.
a prediction of how
This my
things will go.
prediction. I ain't criticizing anyway. So
but you're just wrong.
Suns-
Like, you can't even say that. Okay,
it's a prediction. Yeah, I'm not.
it's just complete. Like that.
We don't actually know what's gonna go on, Denzel. This is a prediction.
We said all of the week.
Suns,
So the first game, the Suns are
Suns. I think the Suns will win it. Bucks gonna come back and win it. They'll steal a game. So Suns, they gonna come back and win it 2-1. And I think they actually win the next game, which make it 3-1. But Bucks gonna come back, they gonna make it 3-2. Suns gonna close it out 4-2, 6 games.
I mean, you're getting dangerously specific.
That's how I feel like it's gonna
Yeah,
play
that's his
out.
prediction.
That's my prediction. I'm justifying why I chose it's gonna be 4-2.
I just can't get that dangerously specific.
I don't know how many games. No, don't care. I'm not gonna give this in-depth prediction of game 1 through whatever. I just think, I don't know, in my heart of hearts, I just think the Bucks, to me, are going to win. I don't know. Like, to me, does anyone feel like the Bucks is like, I'm not like a sports girl, but like to me the Bucks is like the underdog, like in my head.
I think they would be.
Like they are like an
Chris
underdog.
Paul is probably the person that. I mean, I'm gonna say this: if it is Suns versus Bucks, or when it is Suns versus Bucks,
Yeah.
people, I promise you, people are gonna be going for Chris Paul. I'm gonna be going for.
I'm gonna go for Chris Paul
Because he's had this bad stigma through his whole career about his injury history and everything.
Yeah.
Like, but Chris Paul is like a great player.
He
Like,
is.
He an all-time great, but it's like he's never really had
The chance
to
to
go
really
for a ring because he always get hurt.
and I think this the year he get it.
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna be going for Chris Paul, to be honest with you.
That is
But-
true.
I do still think that Bucks overall team is just real good, and I still stand by what I told Cuzzo earlier, which is I think Giannis is elevating himself as a player, and if Giannis elevates his skill set, damn, Reggie fucking Jackson. I mean, did you just see the shot
I
he
did.
hit?
I did.
That was
I told you Reggie Jackson cut them late quarters.
So that's why I said I didn't know about this game because you, as we
You
see, like
63 right now. A
Yeah,
minute
you said it,
and
you called
about
it, you
50
said it.
seconds.
because you
left.
never know, like a whole quarter could change the trajectory of a whole entire game. You never know.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
I am like, I think the Bucks could win. Like, that's in my heart of hearts. I just think, because like, to me, they're underdog. Like, I don't hear that much about Milwaukee Bucks ever in NBA history in my life. I have not heard, and I'm not like that into sports, but like, whatever. But I am like also rooting for Chris Paul. Like, kind of want him to have a ring too, but we'll see.
We'll see. So there we have it, y'all. We got Suns versus Bucks. Bucks, Suns. So we will see y'all. But that wraps up this episode of Wise Mic'd Up. I'd like to thank Denzel for being in the podcast, and also Dana for being in the podcast. You did a great job. You did a great job, bro, man. Shout out, bro. Hey, bro, like this video because this is a big shout out to her, man. It was truly appreciated. But War Eagle. Shout out Tom. We gonna talk about Tom Brady in a very near in a episode
Y'all
in the near future.
None of this, so
We gonna talk about Tom Brady, the GOAT. But appreciated y'all for
those that do not understand, that means greatest of
all time.
For those that don't understand, because some people
I don't know what
care
be
about
going
football,
on.
and I really don't
What
like
be
Tom
going on?
Brady.
I don't know what be going on. Anyway,
what that man got there? Look, we ain't gonna get in depth for real.
because we got a video for it. When it comes to that point, we'll get in depth with it. But go ahead and interject Denzel.
What does this man have to do? For y'all to realize that he is the greatest quarterback to
Nobody give a damn.
grace a football field.
Ever touch a foot?
I mean, what
Yeah,
more
never
can
mind.
he?
Let me just.
I just need to know. I just need to know.
80.
What more
I don't know. We don't
can
know.
he do?
It's not an answer for it.
I had to finish the line on that one.
Does he need to go? So I get.
Tom Brady needs to chop his arm off and throw it one hand and snap the ball out the single back with one hand and throw it and win another championship for y'all to really appreciate his greatness.
Or maybe he should tell Bruce Arians, you know what, I'm done with this. I want to go to the Jets.
He just retired.
And then win a championship with the Jets. And then maybe people will be like, you know what? You are the greatest.
Maybe so. But like I said, we gonna talk about that in a future episode. Thank y'all for watching. Like I always say, just don't pray for the blessing, be the blessing. And we are out.
More figure than most niggas and coach niggas. You on that flow and hit no free throws, nigga.